LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're getting this guy lathered up. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's caught. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. And the returner will be brought down. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
safety there lined up and ready to kick it off. On the return, it's Cameron.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
Miami 9, LSU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the right. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together.
Ball's out. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Canes. And the defense doing work. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. LSU right back to the line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. Oh, he missed it. No good. Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
That's caught. It's Horton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground, he's got it again. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They're going to throw it again. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. LSU quick to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up, I will go get it, I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And the defense drags him down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Gordon. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
To throw, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They want that clock to run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The play action fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to...
Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Milroe. He wants a big play here late. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.